Alright, so making a hexaflexagon. I have a strip of paper. I actually doubled it just to make it a little bit thicker. But I have a strip and it's all equilateral triangles and I have a total of 10. You really only need 9. This one over here is an extra one. So you can make it with a sheet of paper, essentially as a long trapezoid, and then split it up into 9 equilateral triangles. I like to have this extra 10th one, and you'll see why. It just makes combining it and taping it a little bit easier. So what you want to do is you want to start off with it in this orientation, having your upper right corner pointing up. What we're going to turn this into is these 3 triangles will become the bottom of our hexaflexagon. So what I'm going to do, I pre-folded all of my triangles to make it a little bit easier to fold up and manipulate. You can do that accordion style or just kind of go through and fold them however. So these 3 triangles here are going to make the bottom of a hexaflexagon. So I'm going to fold that up, not behind but up. So now I have a strip going this way and I have the bottom here. This triangle right here is going to become the top of my hexaflexagon. This one is going to get folded down towards me like that. So we already have a hexagon shape with our extra little triangle here. However, the next step is really important. Right underneath this one is an extra triangle. I'm going to lift that triangle up and tuck this little strip behind it. And then that triangle that I just lifted up that was behind it, I'm going to overlay it on top. So I haven't really done anything. I've just tucked this big huge strip behind what I already had for my bottom of my hexaflexagon. So now, normally you would just tape barely along the edge of this, but I find that it's kind of tricky and sometimes your hexaflexagon can get stuck. So I like having this extra triangle because now I just balled up my tape. I can put it on this whole triangle and fold this guy over right on top. So it's really important to know that you have 3 little pockets and they should be split apart evenly. So I have one pocket here, this is not, a pocket here, and then underneath the triangle that I just taped is actually another pocket, and this one's not, and then back to my first. So you have 3 different pockets. That is where your hexaflexagon ends up popping out and folding. So if you fold along both sides that don't have a pocket and kind of pinch that last one in, you end up with all those little pockets on the outside, and that's where you stick, let's see if I can do it with one hand, that's where you stick your finger to flip it, almost had it, flip it inside out. So it's kind of hard to tell on this one because I just made it and it's white. So I do have this one I've already made. So this one, again, you can see I have a pocket here, I have a pocket here, I have a pocket here. So I've actually colored this one holiday style for my kids. So snowflake, and if you pop it this way, so fold it in so your little pockets are on the edges. And then turn it inside out, and here's my little reindeer. And then do it another time. Christmas tree. And one last time. And back to my snowflake. So there's 3 different. You can also do these with different variations and ends up having like 6 different things, but nice and simple. 3-sided hexaflexagon that's actually a 2-dimensional piece of paper. After you do it a couple times too, the folds get kind of worn, and so it's a lot easier to pick it up and kind of pinch everything in together to start flipping it.